Hey guys, welcome to Textures Tutorial. In today's video, we'll learn about spinning carousel animation in Figma. It is a step-by-step guide to follow easily, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. So let's dive right in. So if you're searching for cutting-edge design and collaboration software, just click the link in the description box below to sign up and get started with Figma for free today. And if you're not familiar with Figma, it is a cloud based design and prototyping tool that has gained popularity for its collaborative feature and ease of use. So, this enables designers, teams, and organizations to create, edit, and share user interfaces, web design, mobile app layouts, and interactive prototypes in real time. So, these key strengths lie in its abilities to facilitate seamless collaboration among team members, allowing them to work on projects simultaneously, leave comments, and provide feedback with the platform. Its versatility makes it an essential tool for UI and UX design, product development, and design collaboration, offering a single platform for design, prototyping, and communication throughout the entire design process. And for you to be able to get started, once you've clicked the link in the description box below, you'll get redirected here onto this page and you'll have an option to get started for Figma for free. Now, once you're already logged in, you should be able to see Figma's dashboard. So here onto the dashboard, you should be able to see the recent viewed items onto your account, also your team's draft, and here you could also see the premium features that Figma offers. So currently we're using the starter, which is just free for trying things out, but they also have professional, which is the most popular one for you and your team with unlimited files and all the pro features, also the organization for bringing teams together, sharing an organizational wide design system, and many more. So scrolling down further, you could see more features that it offers. You could just click on to see all features in here so that you could compare different plans and you could choose wisely which one you want to go. We also have the favorite files here. You could favorite different files here, your teams, and explore community so that you could go ahead and browse through the different templates that are offered by other users or designers. And to make this carousel animation work, we're going to go ahead and create a new design file in here. Just click onto design file here onto the upper part and choose the theme where you want to go ahead and add in your design. So we're going to choose this one in here and a couple of free Figma plugins we're going to use for this specific design. So we need to figure out also the composition of our carousel if you want to create it manually by drawing just an ellipse in here and positioning rectangles with its images along its path. And we could also try to do another alternative for this one. Now for the first step, we're going to go ahead and create a frame in here so that we'll have a base. So we're going to click onto this one here onto the upper part, which is the frame. And if you click onto that, there should be a lot of options that you could see here onto the right side. So we're going to choose which one. So for this one, we're going to choose desktop, and under desktop, we have a lot of options. So we could try MacBook Air in here. We'll just click onto that and it would automatically add it onto your design page. So if you just click onto this, you could actually see this plus sign in here. So you could actually just manually do it or drag and drop it so that you could create your own base or frame. But we could do this so that we'll have an option if you want to have this uploaded to a desktop website. Now, once we've added this, it's time to create the design. So we could try to change first the color onto this one. So since we've added a frame, so we're just gonna go ahead and try to change the fill in here, add in the color that you want. So for example, I kind of like blue, so we could add it like that. And then you could just right after add in some header onto this, some call to action buttons, or any layout for the header in here or design so that you could choose which one you want to add onto your design. So just for example, we could just simply add it in here, fashion, for a title. So I won't add any header already. I'll just gonna try to add in something like here, like a fashion, since I'm gonna do a more like a fashion carousel in here. So we could try to change in here the different font. Also here we could change the size. We could make this one bigger like that. So I'm just gonna move it in here. There are a lot of options also in here that you could choose from. So just make sure to utilize it so that we could go ahead and try to use Figma onto its fullest potential. Now you could see it like that, our design, but you could create yours differently. And then right after, once we've added this, we're gonna go ahead and create the carousel path by drawing an ellipse. So we're gonna head here onto the frame tools. We could see ellipse in here. We could go ahead and do a quick or big circle, just like that. So we can make it a lot smaller, just like that. And for it to be able to be a perfect circle, we're just gonna copy out the width and we're gonna paste it onto height in here so that they will have the same size. As you can see, it should look like that. Now right after, we could try to change the color for this one. So since we're using this as our background, we're gonna go ahead and create something that is matching for this one. So we could, I think this one will do. So once we have that like that, the next thing that we could do in here is we're gonna go ahead and use Figma's to path plugin to link the ellipse and the carousel image frame. Now to add that plugin, just head here onto the files. You should be able to see plugins in here. And if you click onto that, you should be able to see manage plugins and we'll search in here to path. So this is what we're going to use for a carousel. And this one is what we're going to use. So as you can see in here, you could put any objects or text on a path. So you'll just need to select a curve, select a shape, group, or text, hit the link, and watch the magic happen. So they have the different features in here. We're just going to go ahead and run this. And this is actually by last night. We're just going to run this one so that we could initiate the using of this specific plugin. So we'll wait for that one to load. So as you can see, there is nothing yet selected in here since we'll need to create also a thing or the one we're in. We're going to go ahead and add in the photos. So we're going to go ahead and add in a rectangle in here. So just like a frame, we could go ahead and add in like that. So we're going to click onto that and this one. So what we'll need to do in here is we'll try to exit this one first since we'll just need to finalize this one in here. We're gonna need to right click onto this, add in the plugin, and we're gonna click onto to path for this one. So once it is actually open already, and for us to be able to add in first a content onto our rectangle in here, let's just click onto Unsplash first onto the plugins. So instead of to path, go first onto Unsplash, click onto run for this one so that we could open this specific plugin so that we could add in a photo first before we could go ahead and try to connect this onto our ellipse. And once you're already here onto Unsplash, we're going to go ahead and try to search for something like fashion since our website is all about fashion. So we're going to go ahead and add in some photos in here that we could add in onto this one. So for example, we could try to use this one. We'll just have to click onto it so that we can add it here onto our rectangle. So we'll just wait for this one to load. And as you can see, it is successfully added. We could also add in some curves for this one, for this specific design that we have so that it would look like this. So you can see it is not a fully rectangle already. We have it like that. And then let's just try to remove this one first. And then let's gonna go ahead and try to group this too so that we could go ahead and try to add it all already to to path. So we're gonna go ahead and try to go ahead and right click, and then here onto plugins, we're gonna go ahead and try to search to path again. So as you can see, we're gonna go ahead and select the both of them. So let's try to group this first. And once you have added this, we're gonna go ahead and try to link this one. Now it should show like this, and then right after, you're gonna go ahead and click onto link. Now as you can see, you'll have an option how many counts of this design you wanna add onto your design. So we could add in for 4. Example, it should look like that, or let's just add 6 so that it should look nicely like this one. Now let's try to go ahead and try to change the different photos that we have in here. So for example, for rectangle one, we have that. And then we're gonna go ahead and try to change this one by one onto Unsplash. We're gonna choose different photos and we're gonna use fashion theme for this one so that we could go ahead and try to have a variation onto the different design. So we're gonna do the same process that we did earlier. Try to type in here fashion again, and then we'll try to change the photo. Now we're just gonna choose different things in here, and we're gonna repeat the same process for all the rectangles in here. And now once you've gone ahead and replaced all image, what the next thing that you could do right after is we're just gonna try to move this one out in here since we're gonna go ahead and create 3 designs for this one. So we're gonna go ahead and select this specific page since we're gonna go ahead and copy this, paste, and then paste it again. Now right after, what we'll need to do is we'll just have to twist the carousel in here to view different option. For example, we're just gonna go ahead and try to choose this one. So let's change the background color for this so that we'll have a distinction right after we've gone ahead and try to change the different things in here. So for example, here for MacBook one, let's change the fill to something more like this one since we have this specific color in here. So I think this one will do. I'm gonna go ahead and try to change it onto something like this. Also, we could try to change the fill onto the circle in here. We're gonna go ahead and try to choose something that is more like of a yellow as well, and then we could try to make it darker. So we could try to do it like that. Let's leave that one as it is. And also here onto the last part, we could try to add in something like, or let's twist this one out first. So we're gonna go ahead and try to have this one here onto this one, onto this green part. Now what we'll need to do is we're gonna go ahead and also try to change the background color of this one to something like green. So for example, this one, and then also we'll try to change the color onto the circle in here, onto something related to that green as well, so that it would match. So we could have something like this for a design, just for an example, so that we could try to see if it is working. Now to add some animation onto it, we'll just gonna head here onto the prototype section. So here onto the right side, you should be able to see that. And we're just gonna go ahead and try to add this one first, the spin this. So we'll add this onto every page so that there would be like an indicator that this is for a spinning carousel or is something like that. So let's place it in here and also paste it here onto the other page and also onto the last page in here. Now to add in the prototype, we'll just have to click onto each page and then right after just choose on drag, and then right after just choose in here navigate to, and then smart animate, and just make sure to change also the MS in here to 3000 so that there would be time for this one to spin. We'll just have to add that onto every page in here so that the animation would show also onto all of the pages onto your design. And as you can see, once we do a quick preview onto this, it should actually look like this. So our fashion thing is already spinning in here, and it is also changing its color as per its design. Now you could utilize the learnings that you did onto this specific tutorial so that you could go ahead and create the same thing or much better carousel for your own design. And if you think this tutorial was helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and if you have any question, don't hesitate to comment it down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on to our next video.